There isn't a single person or production in Hollywood that is safe from scandal. Nearly every day, a new scandal arises from the depths of Hollywood's elite, and this is no different for the cast of Netflix's most popular, Stranger Things. While it's been a relatively quiet cast, many of the show's actors have had a few bad run-ins with the press, but things could always be stranger, right? In 2020, Noah Schnapp came under fire when a video surfaced of him and his friends rapping along to a Chris Brown song. It appeared that Schnapp was saying the N-word, a racial slur targeted against people of color. The then 15-year-old began trending on Twitter with the hashtag Noah Schnapp is over party.
You pussy ass nigga. You love that nigga. I'm that nigga. I woke up in Chris Brown's body. I know so how this shit turned into Freaky Friday.
Noah, who's best known for his portrayal of Will Byers in the Stranger Things series, apologized immediately, of course. The actor went on to explain that he was using a replacement word and that he wasn't actually saying the slur. That replacement word was neighbor. Noah apologized and said that it wasn't his place to use a replacement word, and he should have just kept my mouth shut. The incident comes only a few weeks after racial slurs appeared on the Canadian-American actor's Twitter page, however, with Noah once again apologizing and saying that he was hacked, and it wasn't him posting these things. That seems a little coincidental, don't you think? But often, a simple misunderstanding can become so badly misconstrued. And it's not the first time this has happened on the internet. Noah was just a kid at the time, high on life with his friends. Accidents happen. Instead of attempting to cancel a child, no matter how famous they may be, it's best to explain why their actions were wrong, don't you agree? I do.
When you're different, sometimes you feel like a mistake.
Next up is Stranger Things showrunners Matt and Ross Duffer, who pulled a quick-on over Sadie Sink. During an episode of Beyond Stranger Things, the showrunners and cast sat down to talk about the newest season in 2017. The Duffer brothers, Sadie Sink and Caleb McLaughlin, were asked to dissect the romantic moment in which Max, played by Sadie Sink, shared a kiss with Lucas, played by Caleb McLaughlin, during the middle school snowball dance.
That bad. You were stressed out the whole day. Okay.
No,
I
was
understand.
like, wait, like, is it gonna happen? Is it not? And it didn't happen that day, but then the second day of filming the snowball.
Sadie admits that she was extremely nervous about the scene, but the scene in question was not originally in the script. On the day of filming, Ross Duffer had jokingly asked Sadie if she was ready to kiss Caleb. The idea of the scene stressed the actress out so much that Ross even described her as being freaked out by it, which makes a lot of sense, Ross.
You didn't...
Wait,
this is all your fault, though.
Go on.
It is not my
It's
fault.
on you,
No.
Take us to shooting.
You guys, it was not written in the script. The kiss was not written in the script. I get there the first day of filming the snowball. I walk, me and Noah.
The scene was spun on her the day of the shooting, and Sadie at the time was only 15 years old. Could you imagine having to kiss a boy at that age in front of the entire cast and crew? If that were me at 15, I would choose to cease existing at that very moment. Ross Duffer told Sadie during the Beyond Stranger Things episode that it was a joke, and that wasn't actually supposed to happen. Ross also went on to say that because she was so freaked out and stressed, he decided to keep going along with it though. Dude, seriously? That is creepy and not okay.
You reacted so strongly to this. I was just joking. And you were so freaked out that I was like, well, I gotta make her do it now.
Do it now.
That's what happened.
That's why it's my fault.
That's why I'm saying it's your fault. Anyways, it's great. I can't imagine without it. Thank you.
Ross also dared to tell Sadie that because of her reaction to the kiss, it was her fault that the scene ever happened. I just cannot right now. The fact that an adult man saw a teenage girl's uncomfortable reaction to a situation made him more eager to continue with the situation is just wrong on so many levels. Moving on from the kissing scene, we have the racist scandal of Joe Keery, who played Steve Harrington. With a series so popular, with so many fresh faces, it's not unheard of for these actors and actresses to be targeted online. The year 2020 seemed to be the year the hackers came out of the woodwork to stir up some trouble. One fresh Sunday in April, Joe Keery's Twitter account was hacked and defiled. His feed was flooded with racist and several insensitive comments. Some of the worst comments included the use of the N-word and claims that Keery was being molested on the set of Stranger Things. Several posts aimed racist comments toward Keery's co-star Caleb McLaughlin, and the hacker even went as far as to tagging the child actor's official account. The following day, Joe returned to Twitter with a quick and immediate apology. Social media accounts often become compromised due to hackers. It happens to everyday people, actors, musicians, politicians, everyone. That's why it's super important to change your password every so often. When it comes to hackers taking over social media accounts, there isn't much you can do but issue an apology and begin the cleanup process. But when it comes to sexual misconduct or endangering child stars, there's a bit more to do than just some measly apology.
Do you guys understand any of this? Yeah, that's assuming that he was cursed Henderson, which we don't even know. So back in the 50s, it doesn't make sense.
As far as we know, 11 do it.
Millie Bobby Brown, who played 11 in the show, had a much larger and far more serious issue to deal with. Being at the forefront of what's becoming the world's favorite series shed some unappreciated light on the actress. The child star was coincidentally 11 years old when she began filming season 1 of Stranger Things.
Hey, I never asked your name.
And had just turned 12 years old when the series debuted. Just earlier this year, the actress turned 18 years old, for Pete's sake. So she's been in the limelight for her entire teenage years. And with that comes a lot of public expectations. As Millie grows up, she's struggling to figure out her personality, style, likes, and even dislikes. Because for some reason, the public audience watching her on screen wants to always have a say in what she does.
It's going to be a bit scary in here, but this will lead you out beyond the lab fence to the woods.
But you are too big.
However, last year, the Stranger Things world was shocked to hear that Hunter Echo, Millie's ex-boyfriend, was claiming to have groomed the actress on an Instagram Live video. Hunter claimed that he initiated the relationship while Millie was 16 and her parents were okay with it, which, by the way, Hunter is 5 years older than Millie. Just let that sink in for a minute.
You guys just follow each other's what kind of animals follow each other? Give me an example. Give me an example. Like a duck, like a big duck and their baby ducks. You just follow. Whatever the top thing is, you just follow. You guys don't know that. You guys do not know the story of anything. And I will never apologize.
Millie's team spoke with TMZ on her behalf, saying that the claims were dishonest, offensive, and hateful. In a recent interview with Allure, Millie addressed the scandal for the first time. The actress confirmed everyone's fears of the situation and told the interviewer that in the past year since cutting ties with Hunter, she had been trying to focus on herself and heal. When the claims surfaced on the internet, Millie said she felt publicly humiliated, out of control, and powerless over the situation. It was an extremely horrible situation that the actress was put in, and on top of the public scrutiny, it is a wonder Millie didn't go postal. But during the interview with Allure, the actress says that in her year of healing, she realized that being able to walk away knowing she's worth everything and that Hunter didn't take a thing away from her, it led her to feel empowered. Her life had finally ended a very long chapter, and she was ready to move on and mature into adulthood. You go, Millie. Talk about girl power. Despite what many may say about the actress, Millie has done an amazing job growing up in Hollywood, regardless of other shortcomings. That's all the time we have for today, folks. Let us know what you thought about these scandals in the comments. Do you believe that Joe Keery had a run-in with hackers, or was it a moment of moral lapse? And about Sadie Sink being pressured to do a kissing scene. Be sure to like and subscribe on your way down. And, as always, be safe out there, guys. We'll see you next time.